standing tall, the road is dark and wide. Headlights cut through morning fog, ain't nothing left to hide. Old truck rattles on the bridge where Daddy taught me how to fish. Lord, I'm coming home tonight, I hope that's still a wish. The radio plays a song I know, some Hank Williams kind of hate. Windows down, the summer air still smells like Mama's cake. 3 long years since I walked out, slammed the screen door shut, left my little girl behind, and man, that memory cuts. Two roads split beneath my feet. One was safe and one was mean. I picked the dog. Now I'm crawling back, chasing grace down a gravel track. Sleep, dashboard cracked, gas light blinking red, photo tape where the mirror should be. Little girl smiling back at a man already dead. I made my choices, yeah, I own every scar. Traded bedtime stories for the inside of a bar. Highway signs are pointing where I started from. Funny how to leave and made me miss where I belong. Passing through the town where I was born and raised. Corner store just standing like it's frozen in a maze. The church steeple catching light, a half moon in the sky. Even God looked startled just to see me driving by. 2 roads split beneath my feet. One was safe and one was mean. I picked a dog. Now I'm crawling back, chasing grace down a gravel track. Every exit was a chance to turn around. Every rest stop was a place I could have drowned. In the guilt and the shame of what I've done, running from a woman and a scared and lonely son. But tonight I put the pedal to the floor, 'cause my daughter deserves a daddy at the door. Not perfect, not polished, just a man who finally came through the rain and through the dark to say her name. Maybe it's too late for second chance. Maybe grace don't work like that. But the porch light's on 100 miles ahead, and I ain't ever looking back. 2 roads split beneath my feet. One was safe and one was mean. I picked the dark. Now I'm crawling back, chasing grace down a gravel track. Beneath my feet, one was safe and one was mean. I picked the dog. Now I'm crawling back, chasing grace down a gravel track. Mailbox still says Johnson. Paint is peeling off the side. Porch lights on like someone new, like someone still inside. My boots hit gravel quite like the crickets hold their breath. I ain't been on this this walkway since the night I wished for death. Swing set in the backyard, got a rust stain on the chain. Her bicycle still leaning where she left it in the rain. A teddy bear sits on the step, one button eye is gone. 3 years of growing up without me, and the world just carried on. Afraid she'll see the man who took too long. I see her through the window, she's coloring at the table. Hair got longer, face got older, God, she looks like her mama. Got my jaw, got my stubbornness, at least that's what they'd say. But she don't got her daddy, and that's the price I pay. Her mama's in the kitchen pouring coffee, looking tired. Lines around her eyes that I put there, every single wire I tripped on, leaving every fight I never finished riding. Here I am, a shadow man, just standing in the night. The door creaks open slow, a slice of yellow light. She's standing in her bare feet, and her eyes go wide with fright. Daddy, just a whisper, like she's scared it ain't for real. And everything I practice saying, Lord, I just can't feel. I'm a ghost on the porch tonight, standing where I used to belong. Afraid to knock, afraid she'll see the man who took too long. Prepared, wrote it at a rest stop off the 5. Something about redemption, something about being alive. But words don't mean a damn thing when your daughter's standing there, holding on to the doorframe like she's holding on to prayer. So I kneel down on the concrete, I level with her face, and I say the only honest thing that fits this broken place. I'm sorry, baby girl, I'm sorry that I left. I'm here now, if you'll have me, I'll give you what I got left. She don't say nothing for a moment, stares like she's deciding. Then her little arms reach out and the ghost becomes a man again. I'm a ghost on the porch tonight, standing where I used to belong. She let me in, she let me in, and I'll never leave her alone. Came back with folded arms and said, we're talking now tonight. The coffee's getting cold between us, silence cuts like glass. 3 years of angry questions and they're coming hard and fast. You left on a Tuesday morning, didn't even leave a note. She cried for weeks, stopped eating, you should have seen her little throat. Just choking on the words, "Where's Daddy?" every single night. You don't get to walk back in here like everything's alright. This kitchen table's seen it all, the laughter and the war, the plates we threw, the love we grew, and what we're fighting for. She's writing, I know it, every word is like a blade. I earned this fury, earned this fire, earned the mess I made. I could've caught, I could've written, could've sent a dime, but I was drowning in a bottle, running out of time. I don't got excuses, don't got reasons worth a damn. I was broken, I was selfish, just a scared and beaten man. But I drove 1,000 miles cause something finally cracked. I ain't asking for forgiveness, I'm just asking to come back. For forgiveness, I'm just asking to come back. For forgiveness, I'm just asking to come back. Her hands are shaking on the table, tears she won't let fall. She's biting on her lower lip behind that concrete wall. You think it's easy raising her alone, no help, no call. I built a life without you, Marcus, I don't need you at all. This kitchen table's seen it all, the laughter and the war, the place we threw, the love we grew, and what we're fighting for. Stronger than I ever was in every single way. But she needs a father, even one who's far from home. And I sleep out in the truck if that's the only role. The clock is ticking on the wall, the fridge hums like a prayer. She stares at me across the war zone, coffee silence here. Then she says the hardest thing that I have ever heard. You get one chance, you hear me one, and I can't find a word. I can't find a word. I can't find a word. She slides a key across the table, and that's as close to grace as I have ever known. This kitchen table's seen it all, the laughter and the war. One chance is all I'm asking for. God, let me not waste more. Porch got a fresh coat painted white. Fix the swing set, oil the chain, and now it moves just right. Morning coffee on the steps, the sun comes up real slow. Georgia heat don't bother me, I ain't got nowhere else to go. She called me daddy every day now, says it like a song, runs into mom's at 3 o'clock when school is out the gone. Her mama watches from the window with a careful kind of smile. Not love, not yet, but something close like trust across the mile. The front porch light is burning bright, I promise I ain't gonna break. I'll be here when the morning comes, I'll be here when she's wide awake.
Miller shop, fixing trucks and changing tires. I ain't glamorous, ain't fancy, but it keeps me from the fires. Hands are dirty, back is aching, but I'm earning something clean. First sign is paycheck in 3 years, you know what I mean. I put a picture on the dashboard, new one, not the old. She missing her front teeth and grinning like she struck some gold. Every morning I drive past the bar that used to own my nights, and every morning I keep driving toward the front porch light. Last Sunday after church, she grabbed my hand and held on tight. Said, Daddy, can you read to me the one about the night? I sat there on a tiny bed, a book across my knee, and halfway through the story, Lord, she fell asleep on me. The front porch light is burning bright. I promise I ain't gonna break. I'll be here when the morning comes. I'll be here when she's wide awake. Still get shaky when the nighttime pulls me down. Still hear whispers from the bottle when there's no one else around. But I made a deal with God Almighty, standing in the rain. I will never leave this porch light, I will never run again. Her mama left a pillow on the couch without a word. Last week she made me dinner, Lord, that's more than I deserve. We ain't what we were before, we're something different now. Two broken people learning how to keep a sacred vow. The little girl is sleeping peaceful, the woman in the kitchen home. The man sits on the porch and breathes and thanks the Lord for second chances. The front porch light is burning bright. I promise I